Yeah, I had to play that one off. What up? What up? It's the damn savage scientist Ed, governor of the state of Swampland. I did a poll on my channel a couple days ago, probably 3 days ago. And I was asking y'all what background looked better. Overwhelmingly, 100%, everybody said that background looked better whenever I use the when I put this thing behind me instead of showing all this back here. So I did listen to y'all, but eventually I'm gonna make this a little more presentable back here. And I kind of like to have the black this so it kind of add more. I don't really like having a black wall right here. So yeah, something like that. But so what y'all think? And we have look like 3 people in here tonight. We got Barry Johnson, Gigi Gadget Goddess, and Shay Kennedy. And probably got somebody else in here. But let's get this thing started. Let me try and look a little. Y'all already know who this is. This is the damn savage scientist, Ed, the governor, state of Swampland. Just had to do that. All right. Man, we got Bam Bam in here from No Limitation Rideshare. Man, I ain't seen you in a long time, bro. One of those drivers out in New Orleans and Chicago. Yeah, man, he know how to make $2,000 a week. I think that's probably still current, right? I mean, you know, the pandemic. I mean, I made $2,000 if you add the stimulus money I got to it. Yeah, you know, it's been a terrible deal out here driving Uber, man. It's shit, man. It's really no money out here. So I said I was going to talk about the updates to Android. Android 12 is going to be. I think this is going to be one of the a significant upgrade to Android. If you haven't been checking it out, a few days ago, Google released some I don't know if it's real mock-ups, but it's kind of like a sneak preview of the OS, and some of the things yeah, that's right. Get your money. Oh, that's it. So what's going on is that it's becoming real nice to see Android is starting to become more of a I mean, it's always been its own thing, but it's becoming more consistent and making changes that we want. I mean, a lot of people don't like the notifications. I mean, if you look at the notifications, the way that they are planning on doing, let me see if I could find a video just so I can show it to you. Hold on right quick while I look this up. Yeah, so I have to log in. Yeah, because for some reason I can't browse on. I mean, I can't use StreamYards in my own Chrome. For some reason, it just start making all kinds of loud noises and doing its own thing, jumping up and going sideways. So I have to find a way around this, and to do that, just have to use a different browser. So this guy called In-Depth Tech Reviews. Let me mute this. Well, one good thing is I could mute this instance. So some of this is kind of a good thing right here. So I'm about to show y'all this screen. so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Got Barrett Johnson with the eyes, and we got Kimmy doing the eyes too. Just catching up with the chat, people speaking. Shay Kennedy in the house. Yeah, I'm not late. I'm on time. I'm just early for the next week. Yeah, and Barry agreeing with her. Yep, and I see you in there, No Limit, like No Limit Soldiers. And we still got Gigi with eyes and somebody with some hands right there. Who was that with them hands? Shay Kennedy with hands. And down here we got Shark FinTech, Shark at one. What is that? 162. Shark is some number between 100 and 200. That was his old name. But yeah. So mostly everybody here got YouTube channels, and we have a nice mix. We have people doing tech, phone reviews, an engineer, and we have a person who used to drive Uber. I think he still do Uber. And someone who I think Sharky, I thought Sharky was doing financial stuff. But yeah, he is tech too. But yeah, I mean, even Uber is tech. So we all here in the greater tech community. That's what I'm talking about. And we're gonna try and get Shay Kennedy to start a channel too. Queen of the Steeler Nation. Yeah, So now let's see this. Android 12. So this is by In-Depth Tech Reviews. So I'm gonna show this right here. So I don't know if you could see this, and let me make sure you can see this stuff. All this bullshit popping up, but if you're watching somebody else, they channel monetized and stuff. Yeah, so you can't see it. All right. Oh, you like that Chinese shit, that Japanese? Yeah, I always did like this Japanese architecture. I mean, it is some of the most beautiful designs that you could see. I'm glad you're liking that. I do listen to my subscribers. Those subscribers are the people in the great state of Swampland. So let's see if we could get this scrolling so I could show you what I want to do here. So right here, they are showing. They're just showing the way the new homes. I mean the notifications is gonna work here. And I'm just trying to get a good view of it. Here we go. So if you look at your notifications, if you have Android now, it's sometimes trying to get to some of these buttons like turning on and off Bluetooth. I mean, it's like it's either you're gonna touch it with the big part of your left hand or the big part of your right hand. I mean, it looked like it's easy for these big buttons make it easier to access stuff. But one thing I don't understand is that if you look at the song on the bottom, this little dot in the middle, this thing is still too small, and then you still have small buttons on the bottom. For some reason, it seemed like that's still an issue with me. And it looked like I mean, the navigation means you could scroll through a playlist of 32 songs. But this is what I'm noticing being a UI person, a person who designs UIs. And on the top, you could see the brightness scroller. Instead of being in the middle, like if it's at 50%, the yellow part is going to be in the middle, but it looks like it's probably at about 69, 70%. I really like that scroller, and I'm thinking that's how they're going to do the volume scroll. I like how this stuff is looking, but the thing is, they didn't continue that theme down here with the music app. And I don't know if they're trying to say that that could be a specific developer who created this app and they decided to stick with this small style. But that's one thing that you have to be mindful of, that this is just Google showing you was the capabilities of Android, not really what we're gonna see whenever the thing is released. Let's go back to that clock. That clock on the screen, I keep a weather widget on my screen, and I kind of would wonder what would happen if you tap that weather widget, because I like to see the city, because I like to see the temperatures in different cities. I might want to check out Atlanta, Chicago, New York City, Seattle or something. So I want to be able to scroll through the cities on my weather app. So I'm guessing if you tap that, you'll be able to see your entire list of the weather. So let me get back in the chat and see what's going on here while I look at this. All right, so let me go back and take a look at this. So Savage said, "Take my comment down." You see how bossy she could be. I mean, she said, "Take my comment down." She didn't say please. I mean, one thing, you probably gonna get $1 million from her before she say please. You know, she just, I know she just joking though, but oh yeah. So if you follow us or follow the next stream, which is gonna be Holla at Your Boy LaShawn, he gonna talk about. I mean, you're gonna see how Gigi really is. She nice right now. If you think that's mean, she nice right now. All right, so yeah, I have Shark Fin Tech. Savage like to, I don't know what that says, declarage. I'm gonna have to look that word. Do a respelling on that word. Decollitate. I mean, he like to use these big words. I don't fuck with words that's big like that. Declarage. I don't know what that word means, but oh shit, we got Christina Smallhorn, another person who well, we have a real estate person in here. That's what's up. If you're looking to buy a house in Ascension Parish or down in Louisiana, or if you just want to watch videos on the what goes on in the real estate market, she talked about shipping containers, shipping container homes. I think she's doing shipping containers, but I've been persuading her to do a shipping container video, or just talk more about how to get prefab. I know she did prefab houses, and I'm thinking prefab was one, and so Shark has said that means the beginning of cleavage. All right. So that's what that is. Let me go back up to that. So yeah, so she does videos on multiple topics, like if you're planning on buying a house, some things you should look for. She do house tours. Pretty neat channel over there. And she got over 100,000. Well, I'm thinking, don't get me wrong, but I know that you probably have about at least 50,000 subscribers. So you should check her channel out. She cool folks. And you should also check out everybody else's channel, like me and Barry. Eventually we're gonna start a Saturday podcast back again. And No Limit is doing pool. I mean, I think he was shooting pool last time too. Oh yeah, so she's saying she do it all. And y'all know I'm here doing tech. And so now, Android. I mean, this phone we have on the screen here just showing you that beautiful clock. And I'm just wondering, will we be able to do some customizations on that background? It's looking real good. So let's finish taking a look at what we have here. Oh yeah, so she says she's close to 100,000 subscribers. That's one of those new salutes like this when you in one of those Plutarian. If you stay on the planet Pluto, you're a Plutarian. Pluto ain't even a real planet. The micro planet, dwarf planet Pluto. So Sharky want to know if she's let me see. I got the comment off the screen. She a real estate developer or agent or broker? I think she's a agent, but she'll answer and let you know. All right, so back to Android 12. So this video is brought to you by In-Depth Tech Reviews, and it looked like they are showing. I mean, this is all just look like probably markups of what the OS should do, but these look like some contacts, and I don't know if this meaning 12 text messages. It's kind of pulling from the way Facebook does it with the they call it chat heads with the little circle thing right here. So I'm kind of liking that, and I don't know if that's if that so that means they have access to your calendar to put this on here, and you can expand these little bubbles. I think the bubble thing is nice. I really do. Android 12 is coming along real neat, and let's see what I want to see here. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if I could get an idea of all this crap they're trying to show us, because this picture shows a lot of what they are advertising in Android 12. By the time I get this thing to stop where I want it to. All right, so we got it on the screen, kind of got it on here. So this is basically everything they want us to see. And I mean, really, I would say a lot of Android 12 is cosmetic. And I'm guessing there will be some things done on the security end, but really a lot. I mean, really a lot of Android security been done with the last probably the last 2 years, with the way they just lock the kernel down and making it so you can't do, like, they lock down things. You have to almost root the phone to access the phone app, or to be able to use Tasker with the phone. You have to go through stuff like that. So we have different clocks here. I kind of like the background. So this clock, the one that say 9:30, well, all of them say 9:30. This clock that says 9:30 with on the top row, you start here on the left, it'll be on the third. So it'll be the third column from the left, first item. The one that says 9:30. I really like the way that's looking. I'm thinking that's a lock screen. But you can put a customized photo on there. And you also have, if you skip, you have this 9:30 that's going crazy, repeating itself. I like that. I mean, I want to know what y'all think about that. The new lock screen on Android. No, I'm not beta testing Android 12. I'm gonna let the video play now. No, I'm not beta testing it, but it would be nice to see. So this is the most stuff I like. I'm liking the way to have this volume slider on the side, but I'm just thinking that they might have issues with. Oh well, this person already talking about the lock screen. So yeah, so this is the lock screen, and it's just making it so you're gonna have a picture on there, but I don't know how that's gonna work with battery life. But I'm thinking it's gonna be optimized so it won't mess up your battery life. So. And Google I/O was what they were calling it before they decided to name it Android Beta 1. So anyone is familiar with what Google I/O is? What is Google I/O? Because I was thinking, because I haven't been really following what Google been doing, but really this beta, this Android 12 beta, it looked like they just started implementing Google I/O as the next version of Android, and then they decided to just import a lot of features, rename the current build Android 12 going forward. That's what I think they're doing, but I don't work for Google, and I haven't been following this story. So they're just talking about the changes. It's just making stuff prettier and colorful. And the guy got down to talking about the icons are going to be spaced properly, aligned with more space in between. But a lot of this stuff came from the official video. So I'm going to skip all this stuff because I don't have, I mean, this thing is about an hour long, and I just want to get straight to the things that we want to see here as it relates to human computer interaction. And like all this just stuff here, they just having this. So they really taking a lot of these cues from other apps like this. Like whenever they first started with the material design theme, they were doing clocks like this. Instead of changing the time with a slider, you just spin this clock around. And that's been around for a while in Android. It was, I don't know, I thought Google already implemented, but I know on Samsung, some of the Samsung phones, they already had that, and I think they stopped at one time. So that's been around for a while. And I'm thinking those probably the new way that they're doing contacts. So they're just comparing Google I/O and Android 12. So in this instance, Google I/O actually looked better than Android 12 beta in some of them. Like you know, and it is unfair to compare because these are just screen markups. So you could easily make the one on the right look like the one on the left. So yeah, he was just talking about the wallpapers. Yeah, and I mean the wallpaper's nice, and they're just making it so it's easier that you can see it almost like the way it's been done on a lot of Galaxy phones. You could change the wallpapers instantly, even on Nova Launch. If you put Nova Launch on, that's the same thing like this. You can change home screen, lock screen, all that stuff. Nova Launch and even LG been doing that. So notification shades, I do like that you could change that. Going forward, you should be able to change the colors on the notifications. And oh, this is some crap he's trying to sell, so I'm gonna skip all that. So this is stuff that's not really that important, to at least to me, unless y'all want to hear more about it. But let me turn up, do the sound.
Now let's talk about widgets, and there are new ones that have
new widgets.
Before. First, the photo widgets, which is something totally new to Android. Google showed 3 of them, 2 out of which are linked to kids.
So it looked like they're just changing the shape of the preview. You have this crazy shape here and this big AMP looking logo thing. Oh, so when you play songs, this is another thing. So when you're playing music on there, it's gonna spin around like kind of like how TikTok does whenever you got a song. I think that's TikTok or Instagram.
Much better, especially the analog ones. Weather widgets also got redesigned and got updated to match Android.
So this is just the way that they're combining stuff on the notification panel. And right here, he was talking about how they are gonna use. They're gonna use. I guess they're changing the way that they're doing what is it called? The camera algorithm. I don't know what they call it, but it's something that they're doing to the camera to make it so it's gonna show a true color when you looking at black folks. So check that out. Yeah, computational photography. That's the word. So that's what they're just trying to make it so you're getting a more realistic picture of the black person when taking pictures of black folks, but also check out the tree in the background. So is that really them changing the or just applying the luck to it? That's all it looked like it's doing. So I really would have to look into that a little more. Now, Easy Computer Solutions, he looks at cameras, and a lot of people in the tech field or in the doing tech videos here on YouTube, they compare these cameras and they go real in depth at them. I mostly would rather look at the UI, and another thing that they didn't mention there is I'm gonna just end this video. So let's see what else they're talking about. So one thing you could do is you could look at what device is using your camera, and you could shut it off almost the same way you could do with permissions on it's kind of like you could easily see that, and that's a cue from Apple, because Apple made it so you could see what app and how the camera is being used. It's kind of the same thing. Put a little dot on the notification panel on the Apple phones. So I'm trying to see how they're doing it here. Manage permissions. So they're just talking about how it's going to work better with the Chromebooks. And let's see what else they're talking about. Oh, this right here. This is going to be neat. How they're saying that you should be able to drag and drop. You should be able to drag and drop straight in. Let's see. You should be able to drag and drop straight into the into apps. I think that's going to be cool. And I'm about to show that to you now. Oh, see that? See how they drag? I'm guessing you could drag photos as if you were on a Windows desktop or iOS. I mean, not iOS, Apple OS. You could move files around. I kind of like that. But now that'll give you the idea that you could put your folders on your desktop on your phone, or have a screen. But if you have something on your screen and you want to drag it across here, the screen got to move to the next panel, and they just have to. I know they're going to have a lot of problems with that. And another thing that they said that I got from another video when I was comparing it. Let me take this off the screen. Stop sharing right quick. All right. So another thing that I saw that they're going to be doing is when you hit the power button, it's going to give you more options. And I'm thinking one of those options is going to be, let me see here, the new Android 12 power button options. But I think it's supposed to call your Android assistant or Google Assistant, whatever that thing is called. So yeah, so right here, show up just Savage or Barry. Is Google I/O as a UI developer platform Fuchsia based, or is Fuchsia still not ready for prime time? I think that they are still working on Fuchsia, but I really don't know. But I never really knew what Android I/O was. I'm really gonna have to do some more research on it, because to me, I thought Google I/O was like code name, kind of like how when they were developing Windows Vista, I think, or Windows 95, they called it Longhorn. No, I think that was Vista. Vista was called Longhorn at first, and then they decided to call it Vista. And Windows 95 was called Chicago. Then they released it as Windows 95. I thought it was going to be Windows 4, but they decided to go with Windows 95. Oh, oh, hey, she probably still here. Yeah, man, that cleavage talk, bro. Yeah, man, I do have that cleavage thing in the background too. But yeah, so they still working on it. So Android 12 is really just pure Android. So I'm really thinking that, they really trying to yank some of the features away from these people that's developing skins for Android, and they're trying to kind of make it so why get a skin whenever you could do it all with Android with Android straight out the box. I think they still have some things that they really need to get under control. I'm looking at it, they need to find a way to make it so when you use an Android and you have a phone call going, you should be able to set the phone so you can hold the power button, and that should give you the options to end the phone call. I done saw people whenever they don't, some people don't know how to work their damn cell phones. I see a lot of usability problems where people sometimes they phone still on after a conversation, and I can hear them talking and driving, doing whatever. That could, I mean, back in the day, I mean, that is just total your minutes. You got 400 minutes. You forgot to hang your phone up. I didn't know the phone was still on, because sometimes whenever you navigate off from the home screen, you don't have no indication that the phone is still on. So you think you hung up the phone, it's still rolling. So I'm thinking that they need to make it so if you want to end the phone call, or if you still on the phone should let you know somehow. And I really like the fact that if you have a phone call going, and I hacked my phone, so I installed the Google dialer on here. So let me get a 1-800 number on here. So right now, once the phone is off, this is what you see. So if I thought if you leave this screen, you're in trouble. With Google Dialer, you still have this in the corner that you still could end the phone call with. But if I switch back to the original Android, the original Samsung dialer, and I'm gonna just show you the difference. So this is the Samsung dialer. And look at what happens when you go to the home screen. This part on the top turned green. A lot of times and another good thing is if you stay on this home screen, it's green. We got Rashad Lisa in the house. Big salute. And see that's one of the things I'm talking about. You could go all over here and you still don't have access to your phone unless you come up here to the notification panel, pull down, and then hit that. That's too much work if you want to end the phone call. When I just want to end the damn phone call. That's why with the old phone, I hacked it so the Bixby button was over here. So when I'm ready to end the phone call, I hit the Bixby button. Now the phone call is off. And you could do it while the phone is off like this, or you could do it while you're on the phone. And it won't interrupt whatever you're working on. We remember that these are still called cell phones. Even though they like to text, and this is the case I got that broke. The buttons fell off. I already ordered a replacement. This is a damn strong case by Armor. I think it's called the Armor case. I mean, if I was to get this case to review, I would probably give it probably 5 stars. I mean, it's still pretty good. It's heavy. Another thing I don't like about the Note 20 is I don't like how the S Pen is on the left side of the phone. I liked it on the right side because it's just it's easier to take the pen out from the right side, because you got this part of your hand right here, so not here, but this part is always holding the phone. So up here you have all this space up here to easily pull the pen out. That's just some of the things that I don't like about that phone. And so people, they always joking me about my lighting. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I could dial the lights up a little. and be like that. And I could do like this too. But yeah, so I really think that Android is going in the right direction. So we have a lock screen on. You can have pictures on the lock screen now, and I mean, I was thinking that the purpose of having a lock screen is to not have. I mean, but and another thing, I'm thinking that before all this, I think Samsung already have it so you can put pictures on this on the on with the always on display. And I'm thinking that you know what? Yeah, that is lock screen. That's not always on display. I'm wondering that implementation of the with the pictures and all that stuff. I wonder is that gonna affect always on display too. So all those lock screen and all that stuff. I mean, that's really stuff that you've been able to find apps with. This just so it's not really that much change going on, but really the biggest change that I would say is the notifications. That is it with Android 12. And I mean, they're gonna have some security updates, and you'll be able to call the Google Assistant through a you'll be able to call the Google Assistant by pressing down on the button. And I wish that they had more options, or if you want to, how you press powering up to take a screenshot. Maybe if you press powering up, you'll have an option of what you could do with that. Like power, if you hit the power button and the up button, instead of taking a screenshot, that's how you end the phone call, or that's how you start the call app. That's just me being picky. I'm very picky when it comes to this phone app shit. This is still a phone. You shouldn't have to learn trigonometry or partial differential equations to make a damn phone call. All right, so I'm done with my live rant about that. So I also said I wanted to talk about the tech job field, and it looked like things are starting to open up. Anyone interested in tech jobs or how the industry is going, or have anything to say about where the industry is going? Because right now it just looked like we at the point where everybody got the vaccines, and they have a lot of people out of work. And I think I said this when the pandemic first hit. Once they started giving people $600 a week, I always said that once that nobody is gonna go back to $5. I mean, $7 and $8 an hour. People are gonna start wanting more because I mean, now it's like they done really screwed up. But I mean, I ain't gonna say they screwed up, but they just, I mean, it's almost like the rich people, in order to make it so they don't get robbed or get set up or do that, be like, give the people money, give them money, to give the working people money, because I don't want them going in my house robbing me. And I'm thinking that might be some of the motivation for that $600 a week, but nobody gonna say it, especially not a politician. But I mean, it is what it is. Like everybody else say, it is what it is. So I'm just wondering, now that everybody's getting vaccinated, now that we are used to $600 a week. I'm not gonna lie, when I got that $600 a week, I was driving Uber 30 and 40 hours a week and was barely making $300. So just imagine if I got that $600 and I got my little still drove Uber, but I also did Hello Tech at that time. That was my main hustle, and that was really good. And even Hello Tech started to pay less. So things changed a lot. I just got rid of my screen share here. So what do y'all think about this $600 a week? really liked it. So now that we're looking at the $600 a week, what's going to happen whenever to the people that's already making $600 a week? If minimum wage was to go up to the equivalent of $15 an hour, what's going to happen whenever just looking at the cost of living adjustment for the people that's working these decent jobs, now they have to get adjustment. And I think that's another thing we have to look at. I'm waiting on somebody to respond here with their opinion of this $600 a week. But like I said, I don't know if anybody even saw that in the comments. I want to make sure that comment is valid. All right, so yeah, it's there. So $600 a week. I'm at the point where I'm happy with the $600 a week, and I just want to make the difference. So minimum wage is $7.15 an hour, and if everybody was to get a raise to $600 a week, or minimum wage go up to $15, then I want a $7 raise also. So that's what I'm looking at. And I think that if you're making more than minimum, you should get that automatically. Or you're gonna have a lot of people quitting, or you already could see that's gonna happen. You don't have to deal with this bullshit job. And now you could go work and do security and make $15 an hour. Maybe you could chill and go to sleep sometime. When I was a security guard, I used to be knocked out. So yeah. So Lisa, did you get the what is it called, the pandemic unemployment back whenever COVID first hit? They started that around right after they did the first stimulus check last year. Yeah, so I don't think everyone is getting $600. Are you referring to the no, I'm talking about this was the $600 they did back in I think they started that at the end of March last year. It went from March to the end of July. We got Uber Girl Paula Vlogs LA. I see you down there. Been chilling. That's so I'm glad you're here. So Paula, did you get the $600 a week also that they were doing? Back last year they were doing $600 for the pandemic unemployment supplement, and it also applied to people who do Hello Tech type job, gig workers, the DoorDash and all that other stuff. If you were a cab driver, if you were a stripper, all that stuff. Everybody who at least had some kind. You know what? I'm almost wondering if you was on the corner bumming people for money. That's a job too. So you probably could have got the $600 too. But so she said she didn't get it. Rideshare Lisa didn't get it. Oh yeah, well yeah, so you must have been balling. Yeah, so did you make more money when that hit or afterwards? Because that was $600 a week that you still could have drove Uber. I mean, especially unofficially, when you drive Uber, you're working under the table, so nothing's stopping you from getting the money and then still going out there taking Uber calls. And I can't say, I mean, I did 1 or 2 calls, but the $600 was good enough for me, and that's why I took the money and started rolling with it. And then right after that, right after the money ran out in July, I started working for IBM, and I started doing that. And then they put me on this New York State. I was working for the New York State Department of Labor, and that was a call center position. I hated it, but I got a chance to really see what was going on. What was going on the, I would say, on the state side, how the state handled those calls. And I got cussed out many times. People asking me questions, and I tell them, you're gonna just have to wait. They think that they had some kind of magical answer that I could tell them, because their first thing they say is, they've been waiting 5 or 6 weeks when they're gonna get their first check. And we always have to tell them the same thing. Keep certifying for your benefits, and if you do your benefits, they're gonna pay out for all the weeks that you qualify for. That's it. But I really want to tell them that, I mean, that we already have your case flagged by the major case unit for fraud, but we can't tell them that. Yep. No, I wasn't working on Uber support in India. No, no Uber support. Hell no. So really, if you filed unemployment and didn't get, and then been waiting for your money, most likely it's time to go back to work and get you a job. Right now, they need people real bad, so they paying 10, 11. I mean, well, $10 is a lot of money down here in Louisiana. So if you're in California, where Uber girl Paula UGP at, then $10 an hour. I mean, the damn rent out there is probably $1,700 for a 1-bedroom apartment. It's probably, I mean, that's kind of like how it is in Seattle, Washington. It's $1,500 for a 1-bedroom apartment. Really, they have efficiency units for $1,500. So here in Baton Rouge, I mean, you could pay as little as probably $500 for that same apartment. But I mean, the prices can creep up here, and they could get up to about $1,700 or $1,800, especially in downtown. Like right next to the IBM building, there's this is condo or is apartments. I don't know. Yeah. So it is called 525 Lafayette Street. I'm about to see if I can look that up right quick. See how much it costs. Oh, it's an apartment building. So there it is, 525 Lafayette. 480 square foot, $1,750. So that is probably the most that you would spend. So if you do this same thing in the Seattle area, let's go back to home. And we're gonna roll in Seattle now. Just to see a difference here. So they have $3,000 apartments, $1,600. So, I mean, that's that's damn near the same price if you look at the max. So let's take, now that we done saw that most of the apartments is $1,700 in the Seattle area, $1,000, $1,400, $1,600, $1,200, $1,900. Now we're about to roll it back to Baton Rouge. So that same site going back to Baton Rouge, you can see, because I want to be fair. Oh, now this is a beautiful interior. Check that out. This oh, that's a look like a gym. But yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like how that shit look. So we have one unit that's $1,000, 900, 1,500, 775, 900. So it looked like you have probably a price difference of about, oh, look right here, 475, 875. So it looked like it's about $1,000 cheaper to live in Baton Rouge. But the thing is, they were trying to pay me $40,000 a year to be a programmer, $42,000 a year to write code for the state of Louisiana. And that's the reason why I didn't take that job. Yeah, that is really cheap. Because Louisiana is a cheap place to be. The cost of living here is affordable. Mississippi is also cheap too. I think you probably could get a damn apartment in some parts of Mississippi, like out in the Delta, for probably $300, $300 or $400. So all right. So now that I'm back here, so yeah, so you get a nice apartment in Baton Rouge for average $1,000. Yep. So yeah, that is cheap. But you could spend $1,000 right here in Baton Rouge, and don't even talk about New Orleans. New Orleans is even more expensive. I'm thinking that you probably could find a $3,000 apartment in New Orleans. So you coding these days, really having fun learning. All right. Damn. So what language are you learning, Paula? So are you serious? My house and expenses, you wouldn't want to know. No, I don't want to know. I know that it's probably $5,000 a month. Your mortgage, I know you rich. You like to live. You was in Monterey at one time. I don't even know where that's at, but it sounds like a nice spot in California. That even sounds like it's expensive. So it's not cheap like this stuff here. Louisiana is a very affordable place. Yeah. So yeah, what language are you programming? Are you coding in? Yeah, because I know you getting into a lot of different hobbies there. And I saw that last video you put out too. I liked it. Yeah, so y'all should check out a few people that's here. Yeah, don't forget to check out Uber Girl Paula, LA. She does molding, talk about rideshare. I think aren't you doing crypto too? Oh, so Lisa just said that it sounds like I need to get out to New York City. It's too expensive. So you need to get out of New York City. Are you in New York or New York City? Yeah, I think you in I thought you were in Florida. Yeah, I thought you was down there where Uberman Tampa was. Down in Tampa. But yeah, New York City is expensive. I only been there one time. But there's a lot of stuff you could do there. It was flooding here in the damn drain just randomly make noises like that. See, that's one of the things when you live in the hood, when you live in the damn ghetto here, your apartment just start making crazy noises all through the night. the damn drains start making noise, and ambulances and police and shit running up and down the street. You know, that's what happened when you live in a when you want to pay that cheap rent. It's just like too much bullshit to deal with people. I mean, with people breaking in your house, breaking in your car. I done had somebody break in my house. I mean, in my car, not my house. I keep a pistol in here. I also keep a pistol in my car. But yeah, I mean, I got a video on my channel saying Operation Stone Pillow. If you want to find out what I mean by that, just check it out. Somebody broke in my car, and if they break in it again, they never know when I'm gonna be in it, and that's whenever they're gonna get it. So it looked like you so Manhattan is the concrete jungle. Let me go up one. Manhattan is a disgusting concrete jungle. Damn, I liked Manhattan. I was in city, what is it, Central Park? In New Orleans, it's called City Park. Central Park. Yeah, that thing is nice. Got all them hills and shit. You know, when you in Louisiana, it's flat, mostly flat, especially towards New Orleans. It just looked like a lake that froze. Like you just took a lake, froze it, put a city on top. I mean, if you see if something is this high, well, really, they have potholes in New Orleans with greater elevation than the city. It is really flat. And so I love the hood South. So you love South Los Angeles. What is that Southern Los Angeles? Like, is that near Long Beach and stuff? I lived in South Park before leaving the Valley. So South Los Angeles, is that the part where near Long Beach or on the other side of what is that, Long Beach, something else? The right by the airport and stuff. Yeah, we got LB in the house and Miss Houston. Double salutes. Man, I mean, this thing is almost over. Yep. So yeah, in Mississippi, rent is cheap there throughout the whole state. I mean, well, yeah. You know, let's take a look at Jackson, Mississippi. This is gonna be interesting. So it's always, no matter where you go, you still gonna find somebody trying to put $1,000 down apartment up there for rent. So you have a $1,400 to $1,900. If you could afford that, then you definitely could make it in California. But most of them $700, $700. You're gonna find some $1,000 units, 900, 595 to 1,000, and so yeah, I would say that this part of Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, is comparable to probably Baton Rouge. It's a little cheaper though, a little cheaper than Baton Rouge. Well, let's find somewhere that's expensive. San Francisco, California. It is expensive as hell. Look at that, starting off $3,000 to $7,000, $2,000, $2,600, $2,000, $2,700, $5,000 for a goddamn apartment. Well, they do have something for $1,000. You know, you're probably gonna be standing in the little space under this table. I mean, looking at the prices, but yeah, I mean, 2 to 5 bedroom, $1,000. Then it go all the way up to $4,700. So the $1,000 is probably you sharing that apartment with 10 people. So it's expensive in San Francisco. It's even more than Seattle and Los Angeles. Yeah, and the thing is, I could spend a lot of time on this type of stuff. So yeah, we got LB, that's LeBaron Burton. He is the owner of Popcorn World. I just put the link there. If I spelled that right, Popcorn. Yeah, but really Google Popcorn World. And he has 250 flavors. It's good. I mean, I could show you what's left of my popcorn. So this is it. This is what's left of it. That's it now. And it was good. And right now, my current favorite flavor is the Red Hots. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about this, show y'all some stuff about tech, and talk about the job market. I ain't even talk about the job market. I put a lot of energy into talking about Android 12. Android 12 is gonna be probably a major overhaul of the aesthetics of Android. It's not gonna really change a lot of the operating system. I mean, it's not gonna change so much till it's looking like Apple now, but this is one big step, especially in the notifications area. And that's gonna affect stock Android for the most part. But I want to know what's gonna happen when or how Samsung is gonna implement it for the Note. I have the Note 20 Ultra right here. I have it in the case. I really like it, but I like the Note. I mean, I like the Note 8 and Note 9 better because they had the Bixby button. So this is the Savage Scientist and Ed, governor of the state of Swampland. It is already 7 o'clock. I'm about to get ready to watch Ignorant Hours on LaShawn channel. And you're probably going to see LB, that's LeBaron Burton, and probably the rest of the tech community there. So I'm going to do another video. So till I make that next video, this is the Savage Scientist, Ed, the governor of the goddamn state of Swampland. Peace out.